and gentlemen,
welcome to ECW Alliance Championship Wrestling. Hello everyone, I'm your commentator MJ. We are coming to you live from the ECW Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. My goodness, what a night it's going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 254 pounds, the franchise, Shane Douglas! Well, the franchise on his way to the ring, and knowing that kicking off tonight, the franchise, Shane Douglas, in one-on-one action after a huge win late last month. Yeah, no doubt about it, at Invasion. And that was a big-time moment, taking out Haku and Shane Douglas, looking to try to add some championship gold to his resume. Well, folks, before he can get there, he's got to earn the rankings and bragging rights before that could even happen. Yeah, no doubt about it, as the franchise, Shane Douglas, fired up and ready to go of what's on the line here tonight. And this is pride, this is guts, and this is Alliance Championship Wrestling at its best. Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's wait for the arrival of this man, Joe Gaze. Well, for Joe Gaze, it's great to have him back, and his opponent from Livermore, New Jersey, weighing in at 249 pounds, Joe Gaze. Well, it's actually Joe Gaze. My apologies there, folks. And the ring announcer ought to apologize as well, because he must be a little hungry tonight, because this edition of ACW Alliance Championship Wrestling is brought to you in part by Water Street Pizzeria. If you're ever in Las Vegas, Nevada, or downtown Henderson, check out Water Street Pizzeria and try the gluten-free pizza. As Colt 412 promises, satisfaction guaranteed. And by Gordy Gameplay Reacts, Spider-Man Reacts. For more great wrestling content, superhero content like Star Wars, Redeem of the Force, Chapter 5th, coming soon, and of course GWE Wrestling, check out Gordy Gameplay Reacts, Spider-Man Reacts. Well, folks, it's going to be a war zone tonight between the franchise, Shane Douglas, and Joe Gaze. And it looks like Joe, on the other hand, is fully recovered after that heinous attack from the Bloodline late last month. And thank goodness we're able to have him back here in ACW. Yeah, no doubt about it. Speaking of the Bloodline, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are set for Tornado Tag Team action coming up next. As we're being told, it's against the debut of the Von Erichs. Yeah, no doubt about it. The Von Erichs. The sons of Kevin Von Erich. And what a legend is Kevin Von Erich, no less. Yeah, no doubt about it. Kevin Von Erich, former NWA Western World Heavyweight Champion. No doubt about it. And Kevin Von Erich is going to be outside the ring here, supporting his own sons. Yeah, no doubt about it. The Von Erichs have had a huge history in professional wrestling, and no doubt about it, made big names for themselves ever since. Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, though, speaking of which, Joe Gaze trying to make a big name for himself after taking out a legend in the form of that man, the franchise, Shane Douglas. Well, we found out that not only was the franchise Shane Douglas was in the movie Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies, but he also ran a wrestling organization by the name of Extreme Rising. Yeah, no doubt about it, Extreme Rising Professional Wrestling. And I have to admit, one of the greatest wrestling shows that anybody would be a part of. Yeah, no doubt about it. But sadly, it closed its doors in 2018, last I read up. Yeah, no doubt about it. I did my research. But nevertheless, though, Shane Douglas is an amazing athlete. He's a legend. And there's no doubt about that, and a future Hall of Famer. Yeah, no doubt about that, as Shane Douglas continues to hammer away. Discus clothesline takes down Joe Gaze, and the franchise goes for a cover. Is that it? No, gets a 1 count. Well, Shane Douglas almost had it there. And now the franchise is up on the top rope. Diving elbow drop right in the face of Joe Gaze, and that had to hurt. Trying to get the crowd behind him here, but These fans here in the ECW arena don't care one bit. Yeah, no doubt about it. And Joe Gaze has a lot on his mind. And a springboard crossbody by Joe. Goes for a cover. Is that it? But also gets a 1 count. And these guys are battling each other back and forth in this fight. Uh-oh, drop down by Joe Gaze. There's a leapfrog. Power slam, knocking Joe right off his feet. Franchise going for something there, but Joe prevented that one from happening as Joe Gaze has got him now. He's going for something here. A high-end vertical suplex, and down goes the Franchise, Shane Douglas. Yeah, well, the Franchise has a lot on his mind here. Oh, my God! A suicide. That was a somersault right over that top rope. Yeah, well, Joe went for everything, and it connected on the Franchise. What's Shane Douglas doing here? They're fighting on the outside. Oh, my God! Joe with a neck breaker. There's a drop kick right to the face. And a running DDT. Referee beginning his count at 7. Referee at 8. Joe got a win by countout. And Shane is in trouble. And Joe Gaze wins by a countout. Here's your winner by a way of a countout, Joe Gaze. Joe Gaze wins by a countout, and that had to feel good for taking out a legend in the form of the Franchise, Shane Douglas. Yeah, well, folks, stick around. We're not through yet. Coming up next, the Von Erichs make their ACW in-ring debut against Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Oh boy, that matchup is huge, and it's live, and it's next. We're back live here in the ACW arena. And here comes one-half members of the Bloodline. Legion of the following contest is a Tornado Tag Team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 220 pounds, Tama Tonga! Well, Tama Tonga representing the Bloodline tonight. And no doubt about it, Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga lost their matches last month at Invasion, and now officially signed over to the ACW roster. Yeah, no doubt about it. As they represent the Bloodline after the Bloodline lost 8-0, 8-0 last month. No doubt about it. It looks like Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa brought themselves into this position to begin with. Because, folks, it's just been announced. Not only did Cool 412 and Noah Anderson officially sign over Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, but apparently signed over the Von Erichs. Well, what a signing for ACW tonight, folks. And his partner from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 236 pounds, Tonga Loa. Well, Tonga Loa already know that has been through so much in his career. Already lost a few matches. But something tells me that right down the road, this is going to be a war zone tonight. Yeah, no doubt about it. Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga have a lot to go through tonight against the Von Erichs, Marshall and Ross. And no doubt about it, they're brothers and the sons of none other than Kevin Von Erich. Yeah, no doubt about it. They're also the nephews of the late, great Kerry Von Erich, and of course, David Von Erich as well. And no doubt about it. Uh-oh, here they come! And accompanied by Kevin Von Erich. At a combined weight, 440 pounds, the team of Marshall and Ross, the Von Erichs. Well, Marshall and Ross looking ready to go. Well, they had so many unique matches throughout their illustrious careers. They competed in AEW. They competed in Ring of Honor. And more importantly, even competed in TNA Wrestling. Yeah, no doubt about it. Made so many impactful matches throughout their careers. And this may be a good one tonight. Well, Marshall and Ross knows what it's all about here. Here we go. Referee calls the bell. This one's underway. Yeah, well, Kevin Von Erich already out there in support of his sons. And right now, though, he is also a Hall of Famer. Let's not forget about that. And no doubt about it. And you got to imagine that both David Von Erich and Kerry Von Erich, along with the rest of the Von Erich boys, must be looking out from the gates of heaven, seeing this one live tonight from the ACW Arena. Yeah, no doubt about it. Marshall and Ross pulling off an amazing performance here thus far, and there's no doubt about that. And pulling off some high-flying arsenals, shades of their Hall of Fame daddy, Kevin Von Erich. Referee there to make the count. Is that it? No. Tonga interrupted it. Already saving his brother that time as Tama Tonga. On the other hand, the Sons of Haku looking to give it their all tonight. Well, the sons of Kevin Von Erich are going to give it their all here tonight as well. Look out! And it's stereo double team by the Bloodline. Yeah, well, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa giving it their all of what's on the line here as Kevin Von Erich is out there in support for his boys any way he can, no doubt about it. Marshall in trouble as Ross is in the ring right now. Unbelievable. And Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa in desperation. Oh my God! Tama Tonga flew right over the top rope. And now Tonga, wait a minute, what's he doing? I don't know. Well, Tama Tonga, former member of the Bullet Club last I checked, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And whoa, what a shot! Looks like Marshall and Ross trying to give it their all here. Cover the match. Is that it? No. Tonga kicked out at 2.5. Referee counting his pinfall right there. No doubt about it. I'm just a little shocked that it's happening, that we got the Von Erichs officially signed over to the ACW roster. Yeah, no doubt about it. And here's a 24/7 fact for you. It was this day in Texas history in professional wrestling at the organization known as WCCW, World Class Championship Wrestling, when the Von Erichs had their war with their former arch enemies, the Fabulous Freebirds. No doubt about it. The team of former first ever HWF World Tag Team Champions in the form of Buddy Roberts and, more importantly, Jimmy Jam Garvin and Michael P.S. Hayes, and the Bloodline trying to give it their all to win here tonight. Oh, you're dang right, this is tag team wrestling. And Marshall and Ross getting dissected at the hands of the Bloodline. Well, if one of them hits the Iron Claw, it's over. But that is the most devastating submission hold in the history books. And again, oh my God! Tama Tonga flew right over the top rope. Yeah, well, Tonga Loa in desperation, along with Tama. Yeah, well, Tama and Tonga Loa trying to give it their all here. Do a sling blade, roll over drop kick to the head. And right now, going for it. Oh, wait a minute. There's a counter. Power slam. Inverting atomic drop. Oh, knife edge chop. Into his own version of the Northern Lights suplex. Shades of his Hall of Fame daddy, Kevin Von Erich. And a drop kick off the top. Man, what a shot. Marshall and Ross trying to give it their all to win here tonight and send a message back to the ACW Tag Team Champions, whoever that will be, tenfold, because coming up later on our main event, Darby Allin gets a shot at the ACW Tag Team Championships and hoping to become the first ever ACW superstar in history to be Grand Slam winner. Well, he's got to earn that right when it happens, and look out, Falcon Arrow suplex. Cover, is that it? 2, and the Von Erichs win. Well, what a win for the brothers, making their daddy proud tonight. Here are your winners. The team of Marshall and Ross, the Von Erichs. Well, the Von Erichs victorious, and Kevin so proud of his boys with a big win tonight. What an amazing matchup this was that I don't think any of us will ever forget. Yeah, no doubt about it here, folks. Stick around. Coming up next, we already know that things really intensified enough. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're being told that Ivy Nile has been waiting in the back long enough and demanded to put her championship on the line against anybody in the back. Well, she wants to prove to be a fighting champion. Well, if I were Ivy Nile, I'd be careful what you wish for, because that matchup is huge, and it's live, and it's next. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for one fall, and it's for the ACW Women's World Championship. Who stepped up to the plate? Who's it going to be? Hey, it's Jubilee. Well, Jubilee ended her losing streak late last month. And after that win, it looks like she wants to prove why she wants to be the champion. Well, if she pins the champion tonight, she can get herself either a TNW contract or an HWF contract. Yeah, but we don't know that for sure. What happens here, that if she wins the title tonight. Yeah, no doubt about it. This is an open challenge. Ivy Nile waited too long. She wants to defend her title in an open challenge. Looks like she's giving any young gun in the back a shot. And right now, though, here comes Ivy Nile, the new ACW Women's World Champion, who has not been given a chance to defend her title last month, but she's getting that chance right now. Yeah, no doubt about it. Ivy Nile won that championship late last month, well, a few months back in April, and from the looks of it, not only did she get herself either a TNW contract or an HWF contract, but so did the Creed brothers. Yeah, well, for the Creed brothers, congratulations. To see their longtime best friend, Ivy Nile, the ACW Women's World Champion. What a moment for Ivy Nile, no less. And look at that. That was a big ovation right here in the ACW Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, no doubt about it, as Jubilee on the outside, waiting to start the match. But right now, though, folks, we take you straight to our ring announcer between the challenger and the champion. Oh, boy, what a match this is going to be. Introducing the challenger from New York City, Jubilee. And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, she is the ACW Women's World Champion, Ivy Nile. Well, what a moment for Ivy Nile, defending her first ever ACW Women's World Championship. Yeah, no doubt about it, defending her first ever title in history, because this is the first ever major title she's ever won throughout her career. Yeah, no doubt about it. Referee call for the bell. This one's underway. Here we go. And it looks like Ivy Nile is showing Jubilee the ropes. Yeah, no doubt about it. Jubilee right now in trouble in the early goings. The challenger needs to recuperate and do whatever it takes of what's on the line here. Yeah, no doubt about it. This is like another open challenge tour for ACW tonight for Ivy Nile, trying to prove why she is a champion. And Jubilee, what a counter! A kick right to the spine on Ivy Nile, and Jubilee now hammering away on Ivy Nile. Springboard tornado DDT, missed her target. Well, she missed her target there. Because, folks, we know that coming up next after this matchup, Luna Loud is in the building tonight. And something tells me that things are going to be intensified, because we're being told she's taking on the debut tonight of someone by the name of Heather. Well, whoever Heather is, good luck. And right now, though, folks, nevertheless, Ivy Nile hammering away on Jubilee. Well, Jubilee rolled out of the way of that one. Coming back here in this fight. And goes for a jawbreaker on Ivy Nile. And this young lady is really off the charts. Yeah, no doubt about it. And walking over Ivy Nile like a welcome mat. Cover, is that it? But Ivy Nile kicked out before the ref even made a count. I think that's Ivy Nile's own words. Not today. You're not going to beat me here, kid. And Jubilee right now off the ropes. Running elbow, but Ivy Nile rolled out of the way and saw that one coming. Yeah, well, folks, things really intensified enough. King and Craig Marduk were out here earlier tonight trash talking about Darby Allin's former tag team partner Sting, who's in retirement, and then pointing out whoever his partner is, good luck. Well, we don't even know who's teaming up with Darby Allin, because Darby Allin didn't even tell me who it was. We're going to find out. Yeah, no doubt about it. Coming up later on, our main event with the ACW Tag Team Championships on the line. And no doubt about it, off the ropes. Drop down. Well, that was a drop toe takedown from Jubilee. What a maneuver. Yeah, well, folks, because we're being told that main event is a Tornado Tag Team Hardcore match, which means pinfall submissions will count anywhere. And Jubilee coming back. And what a knockdown by the challenger. Yeah, well, the challenger going right for a cover here. Is that it? 2? No. Ivy Nile kicked out at 2.5. I thought for sure we had a new champion after that. I don't think we may not after this. Oh, Ivy Nile nipped up. But Jubilee caught her off the ropes. Running Frankensteiner. The same Frankensteiner that put out The Rock's daughter. Cover, is that it? 2. And we have the new ACW Women's World Champion. Jubilee has done it. Here's your winner and new ACW Women's World Champion, Jubilee. Will Jubilee victorious in ACW and a new ACW Women's World Champion. Man, what a moment for Jubilee. And no doubt about it, that young lady right there made history tonight. But right now, though, folks, coming up next, Luna Loud and one-on-one action with the debut of a girl named Heather. And no doubt about it, that matchup is huge, and it's live, and it's next. And we are back live here. And here comes Luna Loud. My goodness. And what a match. Legion of the Fallen Contest gets a 4-1 fall, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Sam. From another rock and roll world, Luna Loud. Well, the ring announcer put it best, from another rock and roll world. I think that's one way to change it up. Yeah, no doubt about it. We're actually told she hails all the way from Springfield, Illinois. Yeah, no doubt about it, because this young lady's been through so much in her illustrious career. And no doubt about it, this is going to be a war tonight. What the? Oh, this is Heather, all right, making her ACW in-ring debut. Oh, my. Well, there's Heather making her and her opponent from Cooper, British Columbia, the Queen Bee, Heather. Well, ring announcer put it best from Columbia. And, oh my, we know who it is. Heather was the same star from Total Drama Island. Yeah, no doubt about it, alongside Owen and Gwen. And, of course, the delinquent Duncan. And I'm kind of shocked that now we got Heather in an ACW environment. Well, I know for Heather's case, she's never been through any type of match situation like this before. Because we're being told this is Heather's first ever wrestling match happening live here in ACW Alliance Championship Wrestling. Yeah, no doubt about it, taking on the likes of Luna Loud. I mean, Luna Loud has been on a roll here in ACW, has already won one match, lost one, alongside Sam. Yeah, no doubt about it. This is going to be an amazing match, live. And no doubt about it, as Heather looks right in the eyes of the young rocker. And no doubt about it. Here we go. Luna Loud wasting no time. Springboard cutter. That was a handstand springboard into a cutter. Well, likely right into a stunner. And Heather, it didn't even phase her. Yeah, well, I think we already know why she was nicknamed the Queen Bee. Because after all the things she's done to disrespect so many people to get what she wanted, but it did not go too well for her as she lost her hair last I checked. Yeah, no doubt about it. She got her head trimmed into a haircut from a chainsaw. Oh my goodness. And after losing her hair, she grew it back for years, and now look at her. Yeah, well, Heather's not going to give up on what's on the line here. And Luna Loud with a spear. We already know that Luna Loud and Sam were trained by Luna Loud's sister, Lunatic Lynn. And yeah, no doubt about it. This has already become an amazing match thus far. And Heather wasting no time, making her ACW in-ring debut in presence like she knows how. Now Heather now mocking Luna Loud, and I don't think that's smart. Whoa! That was a springboard second rope moonsault. I've never seen Heather do that before until tonight. Well, she only got a 1 count there, and she's not happy about it. Having her tantrum like a 5-year-old girl in the schoolyard. Yeah, well, Luna Loud wasting no time with that springboard bulldog connecting. They both had the same idea. Cover of the match. Is that it? No. And Luna Loud all fired up. And what's she going to do? I don't know. Well, she's got Heather for something. Brings her right to the corner here. Uh-oh. The same kicks. Kicking Heather right in the face. My goodness. And uh-oh. Heather with the rollover into a face buster. My goodness. What's Heather going to do now? I don't know, but Sam looking on as Luna Loud's in trouble. Don't get up. Oh, wait a minute. Luna Loud saw it coming. Turns it around for something. Into a spinning rock and roll tombstone pile driver. And man, what a maneuver. Cover. 2. No. And I may have called it. The rock and roll spinning tombstone pile driver. And oh my God, Luna Loud with amazing athleticism, taking Heather down. Look at that! What a submission hold on the outside, and Sam is loving it. Referee had a 4 count here, says our senior official. And Luna Loud begging Heather to come back into the ring. You already had a match won earlier by way of a count out. Looks like Luna Loud may do that same thing tonight. Heather trying to get back on her feet. It looks like she does. And breaks the referee's 10 count, and the match is still going on. And oh, what a power slam. And this rock and roll superstar knows how to pull off amazing maneuvers, as we saw right there. But Heather's through playing around. This is not good. Heather coming back in this fight. Heather, with her own super kick combination, right to the knee and 1 to the face. Cover of the match. Is that it? No. Sam trying to get the crowd here behind her, alongside Luna Loud here. Uh-oh. Off the ropes. Kicking her head like a basketball. Luna Loud nipped up, but Heather caught her. Wait a minute. Taking something out of Cody Rhodes' playbook. Oh, come on. Don't end it like this. Not like this. Dang it. Heather won by stealing Cody Rhodes' finishing maneuver. Here's your winner, Heather. Well, the Queen Bee won. We were actually told from the floor that that's Heather's finishing maneuver. She calls that the end of the beehive, and what a win for Heather tonight. And right now, though, folks, stick around. Coming up next, our main event tonight, the ACW Tag Team Championships on the line. The champions, King and Craig Marduk. And also, don't forget, King is the ACW World Heavyweight Champion. But whoever Darby Allin's mystery partner is, good luck, because that matchup is huge, and it's live, and it's next. And we are back live here in the ACW arena, and here comes Darby Allin, former ACW. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Tornado Tag Team Hardcore match, scheduled for one fall, and it's for the ACW Tag Team Championships. Introducing the challenger. First, from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 179 pounds, Darby Allin. Well, Darby Allin, one half of the challengers, on his way to the ring, set the square off with the ACW Tag Team Champions of the World in the form of King and Craig Marduk, putting their championships on the line against that man and a mystery partner of his choice. But who could it be? We know it's not Sting, because Sting is in retirement, and Lord knows who could it be, but we're going to find out right here and right now. Yeah, but who's it going to be? And who did Darby pick? We're going to find out right now. Who is it? What? It's Owen! Well, what a choice! And what a partner! And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 298 pounds, Owen! Well, the big guy on his way to the ring. The 298-pounder. He's been on a successful roll in his singles run, but it looks like Darby Allin picked this young man after the amazing performances he's been having here in ACW. Yeah, there's no doubt about that, but right now, we wait for the arrival of the champions. Looks like Darby screaming in some encouragement to Owen, but who knows what could it be? Well, here comes King, and from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 241 pounds, he is one half of the ACW Tag Team Champions, and he is the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, King! Ring announcer put it best, 241 pounds from Tijuana, Mexico, one half of the Tag Team Champions, and already the ACW World Heavyweight Champion. Yet though, folks, next week here on ACW, we will have a number one contendership match that will determine the number one contender for King's ACW World Heavyweight Championship. Well, King is a double champion already in ACW history, but that may come to an end tonight. Well, we don't know that for sure, but right now, though, folks, we wait for the arrival of this young man, Craig Marduk, from Sydney, Australia, 338 pounds. And from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 408 pounds, he is one half of the ACW Tag Team Champions, Craig Marduk. Oh, I got a little mixed up there. Craig Marduk actually weighing in at 408 pounds. Owen is 298 pounds. Well, Darby weighs in at the size of a cruiserweight, no less. Yeah, no doubt about it. This is truly a David versus Goliath story right here, between those two Davids and those two Goliaths. Yeah, no doubt about it. Who knows what could happen here when they collide tonight. Yeah, well, right now, though, folks, Craig Marduk and King are the most dominant ACW Tag Team Champions in history. Well, they won it late last year, And right now, though, making history for King winning the ECW World Heavyweight title. And right now, though, folks, it's all on the line here between the challengers and the champions. Darby Allin hoping to accomplish something big here in ACW history. To be the only ACW superstar to not only win the ACW World Heavyweight Championship, the Next Gen title, but also the Tag Team Championships, and be the first ever Grand Slam winner in ACW history. But it dates back to ACW's record books. The only first ever ACW Grand Slam winner in history was in our women's division when it was in the form of Stacy Keibler. Yeah, well, Stacy Keibler made history late last year to be the Grand Slam winner. And not only to win the ACW Women's World Tag Team titles, but also the ACW Women's World Championship. It made a big-time moment for her career. Not only to be a dueling champion, but to be Grand Slam winner in ACW history. Yeah, no doubt about it. Big boot from King. Owen right now in trouble in the early goings, and King snaps suplex on the 298-pounder, nearly weighing in at 300 pounds. And Owen is in serious trouble, and along with Darby Allin, the challengers. Yeah, well, don't forget, there are no rules in this hardcore match. Hardcore rules. And now Owen going out to the other side at ringside. King got a kendo stick, but Owen's got a garbage can. And Owen slamming King's head right off that garbage can. Well, it's legal. No disqualifications. And don't forget, pinfalls and submissions count anywhere in this unique type of environment. Craig Marduk weighing in at 408 pounds. King weighing in at 245 pounds. This is truly right now an amazing match of what we are witnessing here for the ages. Darby Allin, one half of the challengers, along with Owen, giving it their all here tonight with the ACW Tag Team Championships up for grabs. Darby Allin, former AEW TNT champion, and more importantly, former AEW World Tag Team champions, with none other than Sting, no less. No doubt about it. Had an undefeated tag team streak going for the two, but that never ended right there. No doubt about it, until Sting called in his retirement and had his last ever run to be a successful one. No doubt about that. Yeah, no doubt about it. Back in that organization's history, Darby Allin trying to help out Owen here, but it looks like Owen got the left shoulder up at 2.5. But it looked like King prevented that one from happening. And the 298-pounder fighting back against the 408-pounder. And oh man, look at the power of King. Look at the strength. He's got him up. Vertical suplex. And right now, though, this has truly become a David versus Goliath story right here. Earlier tonight, we had a new ACW Women's World Champion in the form of Jubilee. And right now, though, Owen with the cover. New champions, no. That big splasher on Craig Marduk did the damage. But wait a minute. Owen off the ropes. Another big splash. Covered by Owen. Is that it? New champions? No. Craig Marduk got the left shoulder up at 2.5. The big slam by King. And now King. Hangman's neck breaker. But uh-oh. Darby nipped up. Craig Marduk in a bad spot. Only for a moment there. Owen right now trying to go after Craig Marduk, but Craig Marduk's got him. The double underhook slam, and King with a shot on Darby Allin. Cover of the match. Is that it? 2? No. Darby got the left shoulder up at 2.5. Looking for it again, but this time Owen with a counter. Armwrench clothesline to Craig Marduk. And all King right now trying to get this crowd here solid behind him in this main event with the ACW Tag Team Championships on the line. And uh-oh. Owen's got a table. Owen. Yeah, but right now, though, Darby Allin in the crosshairs of Craig Marduk. And already King right now looking for another high-end vertical suplex as Darby Allin brought back to the ring the hard way. Craig Marduk all fired up, and a high-end vertical suplex on Owen. And right now, though, King with another suplex, Steel chair shot coming, but Darby Allin saw it coming. Arm wrench kick. Craig Marduk still on his feet. He's still standing. Uh-oh. Darby with a face buster. Well, the face buster connected, and now King bringing in a ladder. Darby went for the cover, but Craig Marduk kicked out before the ref even made it there in time. And King threw the ladder at Darby right at ringside. Uh-oh. And look at Darby landing on his feet, countering the sidewalk slam. Uppercut by Owen. And the challenger's all fired up. Darby with a cover. And Darby almost had it. Uh-oh. Barbed wire baseball bat shot to King. Well, don't forget, it's hardcore rules. Anything goes. And hitting Craig Marduk at his foot. Referee with a cover. Sees the count. Is that it? No. Man, that was close. How close was that? As right now, they're after the effects of that barbed wire baseball bat. And right now, though, Craig Marduk with a running leg drop and King all fired up. Wait a minute, jumping over the top rope, and look at Darby. Darby's got something on his mind. Side slam on Craig Marduk. Owen with a cover. New champions, is that it? They done it! We have new ECW Tag Team Champions. And Craig Marduk's and King's title reigns are over. Here are your winners and new ECW Tag Team Champions, Darby Allin and Owen. Darby Allin's a Crimson Mask. He may receive medical personnel, but he did it. Darby Allin is the first ever ECW superstar to not only win the world title, the Next Gen title, but the ECW Tag Team Championships. History has been made tonight here in Alliance Championship Wrestling from the ECW Arena live in Phoenix, Arizona. And folks, we're out of time here from the ECW Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been your commentator, MJ. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you all this Sunday night for ECW Divide and Conquer live from Los Angeles, California. Good fight. Good night. And thanks for joining us. And my God, what a night. What a night here live. Now, wait a minute, folks. Before we go, we almost forgot to mention this Sunday, it looks like King is scheduled to face off against Shane Douglas for the world title. My goodness. Well, who knows what can happen? We'll see you there, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning in.